Hey guys, and welcome to our final day, day 5 of our Staying the Course series. Today we're going to look at the life of Joseph. He was a man who was able to interpret dreams, and one of his dreams was that one day his 11 brothers would bow down to him. His brothers became jealous and ended up selling him into slavery. Through various times of ups and downs, Joseph ended up being second in command over all of Egypt. And as his dream prophesied, his brothers ended up bowing to him because they did not recognize him. From the time of having his dream until it came to fruition, Joseph endured physical abuse, slavery, false accusation, and imprisonment. And this was over the course of 12 years. Joseph could have easily thrown in the towel, given up following after God, and giving his best serving him, giving up on his faith. But instead, he was able to say one of the most powerful verses in the Bible. And this comes out of Genesis 50, verse 20. He says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." God is in the business of turning something that was meant for evil into something amazing. This often requires us to endure patiently and trust Him faithfully. Are you willing to do this? Today, while you're on your mat, I want you to think on this story and how it might apply to your life. Though you may not be facing slavery or imprisonment, there are challenges that come in our life when we follow after God. But is it worth it to you to see the amazing things that He can do through you? So with that, grab your mat and your water, and let's get started. Alright guys, we're going to get started today sitting on the knees, reaching tall with the crown of the head with the hands just rested on the knees. And with our inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, release them back down. Go ahead and slowly take some shoulder rolls, opening up through the chest, through the heart, and between the shoulder blades. And then begin to reverse those rolls. Come forward with the shoulders. Again, just slowly and gently finding some movement here. Inhale. And exhale. Release the arms out to a T. And take that right hand over to the left shoulder, and the left hand wraps around the body, giving yourself a hug. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, release the chin down into the chest and slowly neck roll out to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing any tightness found in the neck. Inhale, release the arms back out to a T. And then take it to the opposite side. Left hand coming to the right shoulder and right arm wraps around. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, chin comes down into the chest and then slowly neck roll to the left side. Again, just being gentle here with the movements. Taking it slow. Letting go of tension here. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, and we're going to walk the hands down the mat and find our child's pose. reaching the fingertips forward, letting the chest rest on the thighs, extending through the back. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale it out. Let's take one more of those deep cleansing breaths all together. Inhale through the nose and exhale out. Slowly begin to lift up into a tabletop position. And let's warm up the spine with cat-cow. So as you inhale, lift the gaze high and the tailbone high, dropping the chest low. And exhale, arch through the spine, chin comes into the chest. Inhale back to cow, lifting the gaze and tailbone. Exhale, arching through the spine. Take this movement slowly at your own pace with your own breath, being gentle with the body, moving fluidly from one posture to the next. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Come back to center. Walk the hands about a handprint in front of where they are and slowly release the shoulders down, keeping the hips high for puppy pose. Opening up the front of the body, the chest, the core muscles. Take a deep breath in through the nose and open mouth, exhale it out. One more deep breath in your puppy pose. And exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, and slowly lift up into a downward facing dog. Maybe bending each knee at a time, opening up the legs, getting some movement here in the hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Drop the hips down into plank pose. Start to engage the core and let's hold it here for a moment. Take a deep breath, engaging the arms. And exhale, take a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. And exhale, step or hop into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold down. Bring the fingertips behind the back, clasping the hands together, wrists coming together. And drop those hands down towards the mat, opening up through the shoulders and the chest. Inhale. And exhale, slightly bend through the knees. Inhale, rise up, coming all the way to standing. And release those hands a little closer to the ground, getting a slight back bend here, releasing the forehead back. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Reach the fingertips high and hands to heart center. Great job. Inhale the fingertips high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step or hop into plank. I just want to go back. Again, taking one more deep breath in this plank posture. Inhale. And exhale. Take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right toes high for three-legged dog. And exhale, bend the knee and stack the hips on top of each other, opening up through that right hip. Inhale. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands and come into a runner's lunge, keeping that back knee lifted away from the mat, squaring off the hips and the shoulders. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, extend that front leg and fold into a pyramid posture. We're going to flow this out a couple more times. Inhale, bending into that right knee, coming into your runner's lunge. And exhale, extending the leg, folding into your pyramid. And one last time, inhale, coming down into your lunge. Exhale, extending through that leg and folding into your pyramid. Great job. Take a moment to breathe into this posture. Inhale, come back into runner's lunge. And we're going to release the back knee and toes down and find a low lunge. Hands planted onto the mat. Maybe the hands are at heart center or the fingertips are reaching high. Finding the posture that's comfortable for you today. Inhale into this lunge. And exhale, see if you can allow the hips to come just a little bit closer towards the mat. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center if they weren't already, and the left elbow comes over to the right knee for a twisted low lunge. Heart opening towards the right, inhale. And exhale, engage the core, tuck the back toes, and come into a twisted crescent lunge, lifting that knee away from the mat. Finding your balance here in this posture. Inhale the weight into that right foot, and exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right, coming into a twisted chair pose. So really sinking the hips low, engaging those legs. Take a deep breath in, and open mouth, exhale out. Holding here for one more deep breath. You got it. Inhale. And exhale, reach high for extended mountain. And the hands to heart center. Great job. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back into your plank and take a vinyasa flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left toes high, and exhale, bend the knee and stack the hips on top of each other, opening up through the left hip. Inhale, and exhale, step that foot in between the hands, come into your runner's lunge, again keeping that back knee lifted away from the mat. Open up the chest, inhale. And exhale, extend through that front leg, come into pyramid pose, folding over. Flowing this out a couple more times. Inhale to runner's lunge, and exhale to pyramid. Inhale, bend the left knee, coming forward, and exhale, extending back into pyramid. Take a moment here to breathe into this posture. Inhale, and exhale back into your runner's lunge. Drop the back knee and toes down and find your version of a low lunge. Inhale, and exhale. Great job. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center and the right elbow over to the left knee, taking a twist in your low lunge. Inhale, opening up the chest towards the left. Exhale, sinking low. One more deep breath in. And exhale, rise up into a twisted high lunge. Engaging that core, finding that balance. Inhale in your twisted crescent lunge. And exhale, start to bring all of the weight into that left foot and slowly step that right foot up to meet the left, coming into a twisted chair. Sinking those hips down, engaging the legs. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. And exhale, rise up for extended mountain, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it high, and exhale, slowly fold down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back into plank and take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to breathe into this posture, maybe walking out the feet, or maybe staying still with the heels, breathing into the hamstrings, spreading the fingertips out wide. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale the right toes high for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you drop that right foot down gently, coming into a wild thing posture. Opening up the heart towards the sky, reaching through the right fingertips. Inhale, and exhale. Breathing one more deep breath into your posture. And exhale, slowly and gently make your way back into a three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands, rise up for a high crescent lunge. Squaring off the hips towards the front, slightly pulling that right hip back. Inhale. And exhale, swing the right arm down and twist over to the right side with the arms extended here. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, sink into your lunge a little bit deeper. Great job. One more deep breath in. And exhale, come back to center for your high lunge. Open up the chest. And exhale, drop the back heel and open up for warrior two. Extending through those fingers. Inhale. Exhale, release the right fingertips down and come into an extended side angle. Really bending into that right knee, the left fingertips reaching high or reaching forward. Inhale. And exhale, start to bring all of the weight into that right leg and come into a half moon posture, lifting the left foot parallel to the mat or bending that knee and grabbing on to the left foot. Finding your version of this posture, maybe using a block under that right hand if that makes this posture more accessible. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release that left foot down and rise up for warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the foot back, and take a vinyasa flow. Great job. Breathing into every movement. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale the left toes high. And exhale, bend the knee and stack the hips on top of each other. Maybe again finding your wild thing posture. Releasing the left foot down onto the mat and opening up the chest towards the sky. Inhale, extend through the left fingertips. Open mouth, exhale. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale, gently replace that left hand back into the mat and find your three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, step that foot in between the hands, rise up for high lunge. Squaring off the hips and the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, swing the left arm down and take your twist to the left side. Again, the fingertips are extended, really opening up through the heart. sinking low in your lunge. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, come back to center for high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up for warrior two. Extending and breathing into this posture. And then take it down for extended side angle. Left fingertips coming down to the mat, reaching high with the right fingertips or forward. Inhale into this deep lunge. Exhale it out. Slowly bring that weight into the left foot and find your version of half moon. Again, maybe using a block here. Maybe reaching the right toes away from the body or bending that knee and grabbing onto the foot. Inhale in your half moon. Open mouth, exhale it out. One more deep breath in. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, extending the fingertips. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step the left foot back and take a vinyasa flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. And exhale, step or hop into seated on your mat. Bringing the feet to plant in front of you, giving those knees a hug. And when you're ready, slowly release the back all the way down onto the mat. And we're going to find a reclined pigeon pose. So take that right ankle on top of the left knee. Open up the arms to a T. And then maybe stay here or maybe grab onto the back of that left thigh and slowly pull the knee into the chest, taking this hip opening posture a little bit deeper. Close the eyes and take a moment to breathe into this posture. Inhale. And exhale, maybe pulling that knee a little closer into the body. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe it feels good to roll out the toes, working out the ankle. And then going the opposite direction. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly release the left foot back into the mat and the right foot away from the knee. And taking it on the opposite side, left ankle to right knee. Staying here or grabbing onto the back of the thigh and pulling the knee into the chest. Close the eyes and breathe into that left hip. Inhale and exhale. Maybe rolling out the toes or just finding stillness in this posture, tuning into the breath and drawing it a little bit deeper. One more deep inhale. And exhale, slowly release the toes all the way down the mat. Arms coming down beside the body, finding Shavasana pose to close out our practice. And while we're here, I want to leave you with 3 questions to take from your mat today. Spend time in prayer or journaling, reflecting on these questions. Where have you started to maybe stray from the path that God has you on? How can you remind yourself daily to draw from God's strength and to continue to follow Him on this course? I just want to go back. And when you do decide to push through and be persistent in this walk, who in your life or around you might benefit from your obedience? God, we know that following your plan is not always easy. It's definitely not always the smoothest and clearest path, the safest thing to do or most comfortable. But God, it's worth it. And it's necessary for us to come closer to you, to learn more about you, and to walk in the purpose that you have for us. God, when we do that, it doesn't just affect our lives, but I know that it affects the people around us. Our obedience can sometimes lead to someone else to learn about who you are and change their heart. So God, would you give us endurance, give us stamina, and give us your strength, Lord. We need you, we love you, and we say yes to you today, God, for all of the unknowns and maybe the crazy path that you have us on. But Lord, help us to see that it's worth it and it is good. And with you, we are the safest and in the most satisfying life. We love you, God, and it's in your name that we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me in these past 5 days. I pray that they have met your heart wherever you're at, and I look forward to seeing you on your mat next time.